Good morning. Good morning. I know this isn't the best angle and you can hear Foghorn on a call upstairs. However, I wanted to, this morning I've been going over my figures. My figure. I've been doing some sums. There you go. Sometimes it's really hard, although you can think, I think I know what I'm doing. I've got QuickBooks. However, it still helps if you're selling online to actually properly have a look at what you're selling on each platform, I feel, because this morning I'm quite surprised with what I found, and also it can show you because say on my QuickBooks I'm like saying, yeah, that's income, that's expenses, that's postage, whatever, that's travel, and then it's all lumped together, and you're not really, if you're selling on multi-platforms, you're not really seeing, although you might have a clue what's really performing and what sensibly you should be doing. And I'm far from sensible, as we all know, and I really need to get a grip of all sorts of things, but we'll just talk about these sums for now, shall we? So I've been looking at, welcome everybody. I've been looking at, so where I sell at the moment, so we all know that I kind of fell out of love, got pushed, I felt like, from eBay. Is it last year? I shut down my shop. I was like, I've really, just sometimes it just gets you down in the end. Scammy buyers, rude people on there. There are a lot of scammers on eBay, and eBay tend to side with a buyer, even if they can see they're scamming. Sometimes they go, oh, we've refunded the buyer, but we've also refunded you. And you're like, well, that's just encouraging them, isn't it? Anyway, getting that off my chest. So I shut my shop down and reduced right down to what I will put on there. And so I sell on there tiny bits, mostly clearing stuff, to be honest, stuff that I haven't managed to sell elsewhere on a better platform, I would say, or just our bits that I think will sell better on there. And then I sell on my bestie Vera code. Vera. I don't know why I'm doing this, that, isn't it? Vera. We all know what I'm talking about. And then Poshmark, the new kid on the block. So this, God, bizarrely, these figures are shockingly shite. But actually, I did feel reassured because I've really, this week, struggled with finding stock. And I've gone back to trying to source online, which I should not do. I know I shouldn't do because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm about to show you tell you some of the things I've done that I shouldn't have done. And I know it, but it's like sometimes I just make the same mistakes. One of my issues is that I get desperate when I need stock. I sometimes panic and I buy things I shouldn't, and I spend too much money on things that I shouldn't, and I don't do it with a clear head, I do it with a panicked head. I know I do that. And I've said, even at like this year, like goals for the year or lessons from last year was stay away from, retail arbitrage, Shelley, because you can't freaking do it. I should also stay away from luxury goods. We'll find out why. I don't know what I'm doing. Good quality goods, fine. That's my good quality goods. Yes, all over it. Luxury stuff, just stay away, Shell. You're not a handbag person. You don't know what you're doing. You don't, no, I haven't bought a handbag, but we'll get to it. So yes, right, overview. So and also I have been culling listings like there's no tomorrow. I culled a lot on Posh, like clearance stuff. So I wasn't making any money, but I was clearing stuff out that where I'd gone back to clothing and I was trialing brands, and obviously I paid too much for them. So people, can get, I think people have had some barks from me because I've paid quite a lot of money, found out that I can't make the profit that I want to on that, and sold them off cheap so that I can look for something else. So I can put that money, a bit of money, towards something else. So I did a lot of clearance on Posh. I also did another cull last week, and just put it on my Insta. Does anybody want 60 quid's worth of, and this is what you'll get, an instant response. And so literally went instantly. So I took the post down because I had a few other people like in the queue. I thought, I better get this down quick before there's any more disappointed people. And she's received it, well, happy. So that's great. So yes, sorry, I'm waffling here. So across Vera and eBay, I have 31 listings. A few of those are our personal bits and bobs. That obviously we're moving, so hopefully we're moving. So I'm still clearing out some stuff of ours. I say 31. So there are a few unique things on eBay, and there are some more unique things on Vera. I.e. they're not all cross-listed against each. I only tend to put things on eBay these days if they've had a chance, if I can sell them on Vera and they've had a chance there, and for some reason they're not getting the watchers, I might try on eBay, because don't know, different eyes. I mean, obviously it's worldwide. Yeah, so something went this week? So the other thing, you can't sell tapestries, cross-stitch kits for some reason on Vera. I don't know why. So they've got to go on eBay. Yeah, and obviously, you can send things globally. However, the fees are shocking. So yeah, I've got 31 listings across those two platforms. So hardly anything. I used to run about 1,500 listings just on eBay, but I've changed things a lot, as we all know. I've changed what I sell, and yeah, I was neck deep into jewelry. Still, a year and a half ago, I'd say 2 years ago, and it's very hard to do jewelry on eBay. I would say it's so saturated, and trying to turn a profit after all the fees, very challenging, although I really enjoy it. So with Poshmark coming along, I thought, this might be an opportunity to retry jewelry, because I've still got lots and I really do enjoy it, but it's got to work, obviously, financially. And then, so I've been carrying on with the clothing. I've learned a lot over the last year. I've learned, again, I don't like doing shoes. I've got to stop with the shoes. I don't pick them up very often, but sometimes I have a weak moment and I buy a pair of boots or something like, no, stop that now. No. So usually when I'm feeling desperate, I start veering into areas I shouldn't be veering into, like the shoe section. Stay out of that, Shelley. You don't know what you're doing. So yeah, only 31 listings across those two. On Posh, I've got 221 listings, I believe. I had a look earlier. That sounds right, because lots of it is jewelry. So it's very different with jewelry. It is more of a, unless you're selling gold or diamonds, it is a lot more, generally it is a lot more stack 'em high, sell 'em cheap, I would say. So a kind of, it's kind of a strange thing, but that's what's on Posh. But on what I would call my actual earning platforms, I don't earn anything on Posh. In fact, I'm sure I'm in deficit, but I can tell you what happened in the last 7 days anyway. My actual earning platforms, 31 listings. So, right, how am I going to split this down? Yes, so I'm going to split it down with what sales have had in the last 7 days, and what revenue has come from that, and then take off, let you know what the cost of goods were, how many items, what the fees were, and what we end up with. So I will start with start with Phoebe. So, really just clearing stuff on here. So these figures don't surprise me. So I sold on there, how many sales in the last 7 days, including today. So there's still hope. There's still hope for a sale or two today. But I've sold 7 items. The sale amount, the turnover has been £155.45. Cost of goods on that lot, £71. The postage and packing, just the postage actually, and the fees have come to, right, 50, 60, 70. Hang on, let's just check I'm giving you the correct figures. Cost of goods 71. Fees, I've got down eBay fees £29.50. Where's my P&P? I want to make sure I'm giving you the correct figures here. Oh, is that the P&P £18.72? Yes, that's correct. Right, now I'm with it. So do apologise. In all my scribblings, I'm like, what have I done here? Oh, right, this makes sense now. Yeah, eBay fees £29.50, £18.72 post and packing. So plus cost of goods 71, which means that's my actual ending up profit, my return on investment. Oh, here it is. Oh, sorry, we'll get there in the end. 71, 48, 22. Oh, yes. So the net profit from eBay over 7 days, I haven't got much on there. About 20. Oh, I think there's about 20 things on there. £36.23. Now, the reason why, sorry, that took a while to get to. The reason why I'm not that perturbed by that is I expect my eBay to reduce in numbers even further over the next year, dwindle right off, to be honest, because I just don't like using it at all. I don't like the people that, overgeneralisation, but a lot of the people, I don't like the angst that I've had off of it. I don't need it, thanks, in my life. So I expect that to disappear. And so the fact that it's only £36.23 over a week, I know that's partly because it's stuff that I've been trying to clear. I'm literally like, if I can get my money back on this right now, I'm happy, because I made a bad choice. I make a lot of bad choices. And when I make a bad choice, if I can get my money back plus a couple of quid, I'm well happy. If I can get my money back, I'm happy. And then sometimes I'm just like, let me try and get some of the money back because I made a bad buying decision. And that's what I'm learning from and what we have to learn from. So yeah, the upshot of that was £36.23. So Vera, on the other hand, so that was from 7 items. I sold 9 items on Vera in the last 7 days. And obviously they pay the postage, no fees. So what did I spend? Oh, yeah. So the amount that came in from that was £280 over 7 days. The cost of goods from that was £98.50. So the return on investment from that is £181.50 over 7 days. I did spotlight my wardrobe as well for £6.99, so £174.51. So we're looking at about just over 200 quid from the last 7 days. And then obviously out of that's coming things like packaging materials. I bought like new polymailers, travel, like I only go on the bus fares, and more stock. So it's not good enough. It needs to improve, which is why I'm looking at the figures. So, but Vera is still my bestie. So moving on to Posh, there's 221 virtually all jewellery, I think, on their items. I did 2 shows in the last 7 days. So if you haven't been on there, it's a bit like QVC, where you just put more social. Somebody said in the comments, thank you, was, do you feel, I think it was on Insta, do you feel it's a bit like doing a party where like people used to do Tupperware or Virgin Bee or something? I said, it is a bit like that, because it's a very social thing, which is why people that sell on there, why we enjoy doing it, because it's not really that profitable. Well, it might be for a couple of people, but mostly it's not for people's time. It isn't. So sorry, I'm just being open and honest about that. So yeah, so I did 2 shows rather, and sent some stuff on sell-togethers to other people's shows where they tried to sell things for me. I had 8 sales from all of that, and in total, after fees, I got £52.80. This is the real clanger. The cost of goods from that was £81.50, which means I'm in minus for my return on investment. My return on investment was £28.70. Now, that's partly my bad buying decisions. So, for instance, I bought, like I was saying, luxury goods. I bought a Burberry pink check wallet from Ross or Aventa, and I paid, including shipping, I paid £48, and that was on a sale together with Talia's show, I think. And and I was encouraged as well. Oh yeah, you make money on this. Oh, that's a really good buy. Because it was, it was £45 plus shipping. I was like, oh yeah, I'll do that. I didn't know what I was doing. So Luxury Pickers, I shared it to their show, and they managed to get me back after fees £19.20. So I lost about 20 quid on that. And it's a lesson to me of to stop playing in areas where you've got no clue. Just stop it, because I just get my fingers burnt. And there are areas that I do have a clue, and those are the ones I just stick to. It's hard. If I want to try new areas, I feel like I've got to do it in a cheaper way. So those are the figures. They're quite harsh. However, honestly, I thought I'd had a worse week than that, and because I haven't found much this week, starting to go into panic mode, and I thought I'd have a look at the figures. So lessons from this. If you want me to, if any of that's unclear, just comment down below or Insta me, and I can explain any of it if you're interested. So my lessons from this, well, eBay, that's naturally reducing. That's fine. Like my lesson, fluff eBay off. I knew that anyway. I'm not interested. Vera's still my bestie. We knew that. A risk, I know. However, for anybody that is on Vera and worries about it, I've got, how many listings have I got on there? How many have I actually got on Vera? I've got 31. I think I've got about 20 odd listings on Vera at the moment. And the reason it's so low is because I'm really trying to pick up stuff that I know, I really, really, really know is in demand. I really, really feel people will buy this. And I've, over those 7 things, possibly half of them have sold within 1 to 3 days. Some stuff, like, I put it on and it's gone, because I guess I'm really thinking that will sell. I'm checking the prices, and I'm not going mad with the pricing. I'm really thinking price to sell, and things are going. And you can tell on Vera straight off. You can tell if something's going to go, because the watchers start going crazy. And so you're either going to sell at that price, or you just haven't got your price quite right. You need to tweak that, or send offers, or accept an offer, and jobs are good. And so, that's what I really want to do. It's the dream, isn't it? That you operate on a smaller amount of stock and turn it over quick, and hunky-dory. So yeah, that's why there's so few listings. I'm really trying to hone that down, streamline it. So a massive lesson, and I'd come to the conclusion naturally anyway, is I need to spend less on stock. I'm more than happy to spend a fortune on stock. It's not a problem for me. It's just like big shopping, isn't it? And I've decided in a week anyway, new rule. And what's it called? New rule. And that is, I'm not spending more than £20 on an item. And some of you might be balking at this, but spending more than £20 on an item where I go hasn't been a problem for me at all. But if it's less than £20, I feel like there's more of a chance of me getting that back and making some money. I'd be happy to spend 25 quid and make 10. Like, well, not happy, but I'd do it. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just not feeling it. So that's my max on one item now, 20 quid, and I'm sticking to it. The other thing, which is too sad for me to think about, is should I bin off Posh? I probably should, looking at this. Let me go back to the figures. So I had a couple of things that, really lost money that I bought. To be fair, actually, the earrings are okay. It is a stack 'em high, sell 'em cheap kind of thing, but I really do enjoy them. The silver chunky rings, I just lose money on. I have loads of them, so I'm not sure what to do with those. I actually applied for Whatnot because I thought, I looked at some of the American shows as well, and they were doing great with jewellery, silver, gold. So I thought, and so it let me apply and said what area and jewellery, and I sent my pictures and everything. And then it got through and said, oh, great, we've verified you. Yeah, that's all good. We don't sell in that area at the moment in the UK, but thanks anyway. I was like, but they've got me on file now, and when they open up to jewellery, then I guess I'm on the list. So that would be interesting. Quite scary watching some of those American shows, to be honest. Really quite scary. That I was like, wow, this is a different. I don't think the UK would ever be like that, though. The speed of it. I mean, maybe I don't know. I haven't watched any of the card shows that I am going to watch. There's a lady, Glynis, who does designer handbags. I'm going to watch her show on Sunday because she is much more. There's less of it. It's not like. And I'll be interested to see how her show runs because she's in the UK. So I'll have a look at that. So maybe one day they'll come back to me. So that might be a thing. Yeah, so Posh, I don't want to bin it off because I enjoy it so much and I enjoy the social. But from a business point of view, I should straight away, somebody would say, you stop that now because for the time that you spend on it, it doesn't make any money. Like not from a... Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I do know it's been it off, but I'm just so reluctant. And also because I feel like, what if it suddenly blows up and I miss it? Then there's the fear of missing out. Like if it blows up and I'm not on there, then I'll kick myself because I would love to be doing jewellery, lots, as a large part of what I sell again. So I don't know. Give me your opinions down below, please. Give me your thoughts, give me your advice, because I'm open to it. I really, really enjoy all of your comments and advice. So yeah, obviously Vera's my bestie. eBay can do one. This is a little synopsis for you. Posh. And spend less on stock. Yeah. I know, I'm going over the figures has reassured me actually that I just need to keep a grip. And with less stock, I can keep a grip more. And it's funny because I've seen my drawers, my collapsed drawers going down in the amount of stuff I've got in them. But thing is, I've still got quite a lot of stuff in them, of stuff I'm not even selling at the moment because the market's tanked on it, so it's not worth it. And I don't know what to do with it. Me and my RA. Maybe I should keep it there as just like a reminder of past mistakes and what I shouldn't do. Yeah, so that's it. Oh yeah, so I've gone off clothing a bit, and I looked at so I've gone off a bit of clothing. I don't know why I'm whispering it, as if the clothing's going to come and attack me. But I looked at what I've actually sold on Vera, and all the higher amounts, where I've sold stuff. So I saw something 45, 35, 35, 30, 62. It's all clothing. The smaller amounts, like 12, they're like soft toys. But all the bigger ones, they're all clothing. So I need to pay the bills. So I realise, okay, I can't bin it off. Got to carry on. So we'll see how we get on. I'm going to carry on with this, and I'll update you at some point. It's October. My God, thinking about end of year. How did I do this year, and how did I do against my goals? God. Well, no, it's quarter four. It's the start of quarter four. Actually, it should be like a freaking brilliant time, shouldn't it? But we'll see. I'm on Posh at the moment still. The next show, I tend to do a show when I've got some new stock in. And so it pops up. The next show I've actually got booked is a part of that Halloween special thing. So I don't know if that means I'm meant to dress up as a pumpkin or what. Or maybe I'll put my clown mask on. That won't help sales at all, I know. So that's Sunday the 29th of October, 4:00 I've booked. But I'm sure I'll be on again before then, but I don't know when. So watch your space. Thank you for watching. Please give me your advice, and hope I don't die.